this year NFL draft, I think that I would pick in the second round an offensive guard if we are going to stuck with Jimmy at the starting quarterback position, just because there was a lot of pressure coming from the inside of the offensive line last season, and partly it caused Jimmy to lose his confidence in his offensive line. That's why I think that it's crucial to draft somebody into the inside of our offensive line. Okay, there's Alex Mack, there's Tomlinson, who wasn't so great, and there's Brunskill, who is not an offensive guard at all. So that's why I do think that we need a guy there who is elite at the run game, at run blocking.
So you would like the Niners to go offensive line in round 2?
Yeah.
I think that's the way they should go. It's, in my opinion, their biggest weakness. But it's also their biggest, like, what they're most in denial about. They love their offensive line. Or that's the story they're sticking with. Yeah. And they seem like they think they have 5 starters locked in. They got McGlinchey, who's overly criticized, Alex Mack, who's still great, Trent Williams, who's the best, Laken Tomlinson, who's the best, Daniel Brunskill, who's up and coming. I just feel like the Niners are going to pass on that position, even though they shouldn't, and they're going to target wide receiver, because if there's one thing I've noticed about Kyle since 2019 is he doesn't want to change the team at all. Anytime he loses a player, he thinks he can replace that guy 1-for-1 in the draft, whether it was Buckner or Kinlaw, Sanders and Ayuk. Every time he loses a piece from that 2019 team, he replaces it with someone he thinks can do the job exactly the same or better, but in the same way. And to me, they've lost that possession. They lost Kendrick Bourne, and there's no one else on the team who's quite like him. He's bigger than Brandon Ayuk. He's the big 6'1" possession receiver, third down guy, slot guy, red zone guy. Yeah. Most of his catches are first downs or touchdowns. That's what they're trying to replace. And they don't necessarily have it on the team. Jalen Hurd would be close, but you can't count on him to ever play. So I think in round 2, they're going to take a receiver who fits the Kendrick Bourne mold and that can play right away and be the number 3 guy. And what I've been looking mostly at small slots, but it seems like, no, that's not what Bourne was. Bourne was a big guy. He was a possession receiver who could line up inside. So that, to me, is this kid named Terrace Marshall from LSU. He's 6'3". He's got great hand-eye coordination. He's bigger than Kendrick Bourne. He's better than Kendrick Bourne. If the Niners can get if Terrace Marshall's available anywhere near the Niners at 43, I wouldn't be surprised if they did what needed to be done to get him, like they did last year with Ayuk. Have you watched this kid at all?
Well, yeah, I do like the guy. I do think that he will be a great addition. He can just fill the space that Bourne left behind.
Yes,
but I will still stuck with a bit smaller guys in the slot position.
Yeah.
So I watched some tapes, and I'm pretty sure that Kadarius Toney, if he is available from Florida, he would be a great addition for these 49ers. He's great.
He is very good. He's a lot like Debo and Ayuk. He's terrific. Yeah.
Yeah. He's terrific, and we need a weapon like him because, okay, I liked Kendrick Bourne. He is a great guy, but, man, he missed some throws so badly that I was like, okay, I will rip my head off. Well, I do think that we need a smaller guy, a real energy bomb into slot position next season, and I do think that Toney will be that.
Check this out. Look, if they can get Kadarius Toney, I would love that. He's one of my favorite players in the draft, and he fits what they want to do. He can play all the positions. But here's what the Niners could do also. It's something they do a lot. They took 2 receivers last year. They also have Jawan Jennings, who's a big slot guy. He didn't do anything. They could take 2 receivers again this year. They could go big guy in round 2.
Yeah.
Little guy in round 5. Round 6.
Yeah.
They've done it before.
Great. Sounds great. There are other guys like Rashad Bateman from Minnesota. He's also a good guy. Really cool one. But he's not that slow after all. So I do think that he could be a great addition as well.
Yes, Bateman, another guy who could replace what Kendrick Bourne does. Terrace Marshall as well.